Hi everyone, welcome to another My 5 Eco-Friendly Favorites video, and let's just jump right into it. My green product for the month is a menstrual cup. Now these are amazing. They not only cut down on a ton of waste that comes with period products, but they save you money. They are more expensive at first. I think they typically cost about $20 or $30, but in the long run you save a ton of money because you don't need to buy anything else. There is a learning curve that comes along with using them, and it takes some practice to get used to. I really recommend the YouTube channel Precious Star Pads. She not only has good videos on using a menstrual cup, but she also has videos on how to choose one that works for you. Now this is the Organi cup. The only reason I selected this is because it is a little bit more sustainable than a lot of the other ones, in that the packaging is recycled and the instructions are all printed on the inside of the packaging, so there isn't any extra instructions. And it also comes with a little organic cotton carrying bag, but really all menstrual cups are really sustainable. There are a lot of videos on YouTube comparing different cups and talking about how to use them, and if you're at all considering a menstrual cup, I highly recommend it. They not only are super sustainable, but I really like using it. It again takes some getting used to, but after that it's really easy to use, and I love that you don't need to change it all the time. You can keep it in for up to 12 hours, which means you can basically forget about it during the day. The slow fashion brand I want to share with you this month is Deadwood, which is a super cool Swedish brand that makes leather jackets using all recycled leather and using old leather jackets. As you guys know, recycling is such a great sustainable option, and especially when it comes to leather. I've talked before in other videos, which I can link up in the cards, about the dilemma of leather and also a lot of the vegan synthetics, because there's a ton of ethical issues and sustainable issues around producing leather, and there are also a lot of environmental issues around the synthetic materials. So using recycled materials means that nothing new is created, something is given a longer life, and you're not supporting any of the unethical practices. I love what they're doing, and the jackets they make are really versatile wardrobe staples, so if you're looking for a jacket like that, I recommend checking them out. The video I want to share is a series called Planet Money Makes a T-shirt, I believe, and it's videos showing the behind the scenes of producing a t-shirt. And I think this is really interesting because it shows all of the different things that go into producing a simple garment like a t-shirt. Now it's not super focused on sustainability or ethics, but I think it's so important to just see the process. And when you see everything that goes into making one garment, I think it really helps you understand, first of all, why it's so crazy that super cheap clothes are so cheap, and also understand why ethical and sustainable garments are a lot more expensive. I thought it was really great how they compared making a t-shirt in Bangladesh and Colombia, and the impact that that t-shirt has for the people making it in those two different places. It's just a great little series to get a better idea of what goes into clothing production and the people involved throughout the supply chain. Next is something new I've learned. Now, if you've read sustainable fashion-focused articles or watched videos, you might have come across the stat that fashion is the second most polluting industry in the world. Now, this is not really based on anything. I have tried to fact check this stat multiple times and kept on running into dead ends. Alden Wicker also really looked into this and wrote an article about it, which I will link below, and found that this stat really isn't based on anything. There's nothing backing it up. And it's obviously not good to be using stats like that aren't accurate. However, the Copenhagen Fashion Summit recently released a report called The Pulse of the Fashion Industry, I believe, which has a ton of different stats and studies into various aspects of the fashion industry. And this report is amazing because not only is there not enough research and information about the effects of the fashion industry, but they're also going to be updating the report every year so that we can see how things change. In the report, there's breakdowns of different impacts of fashion, and Alden looked into it to get a better stat than the second most polluting industry. And what she found looking at carbon emissions is that fashion is actually the fifth most polluting industry. Looking at carbon emissions, Alden found that fashion is equal to livestock and behind electricity, agriculture, transportation, and oil. But as she points out in her post, fashion plays a role in all of those things above it. And by reducing the impact of fashion, you can actually reduce those other things as well. It's so important to use accurate facts, and I'm really excited to see more stats and studies looking into the impact of fashion, because the more information there is and the more accurate information there is, hopefully means more people will take it seriously. Finally, the YouTube channel I want to share with you is Kristen Leo, and she has a great channel with videos about ethical fashion, thrifting, vegan food, and sharing her conscious lifestyle. I love her attitude and what she stands for, and really recommend checking out her channel. So I hope you enjoyed this month's video. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments or something you've been liking this month. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much to those of you supporting me on Patreon, and I'll see you in the next one.